playing against Fair Chess 1997. He is rated 2084, and he will never cheat because he's committed to Fair Chess, so that's good. Although hopefully he'll move at some point. Okay, he did move. Okay, let's play a Sicilian. I really want to try to like learn some more e4, e5. Maybe I should just do it. Maybe I should just play it and learn it that way. But I know I've been playing the Sicilian for years, so hopefully I know a few things, but I suppose we'll see. Okay, I definitely know this. Now this is where, for a long time, I played the Accelerated Dragon, but I do want to learn something a little more solid. So let's play a classical Sicilian with knight f6. And then I believe d6 is the main move. Yeah, and this is the Richter Rouser, if I'm not mistaken. And I think I'm supposed to play e6. I'm wondering if e5 is ever possible. It feels like knight d5, if I play e5, is just a little bit too much. So let's play e6. And it's sort of a passive setup for black. e6, d6. All the bishops blocked in. So I guess I'll have to try to like break out and be active later. My recollection is that white likes to play queen d2 and castle long. And for me, I'm thinking bishop e7 and castle short. Okay, right on schedule. There's queen d2. If I play bishop e7, am I ever threatening like knight e4? Because of tactics? Maybe. Either way, I don't think this bishop's really going anywhere else, so let's go ahead and get that move on the board. And let's think about knight e4. Sometimes that wins a pawn or trades some stuff. So knight e4, bishop e7, knight d2, bishop d8 would seem to be the critical line. And since I have knight f1 there, I feel like that probably works. But I'm second guessing myself because I assume if this were a thing, I would have seen it in what limited theory I have seen. Maybe the problem is with the d6 pawn. So maybe... Okay, so yeah, like knight e4... Maybe he just takes with the knight, and then when I take here, he can take on d6. Like, knight d6 check looks pretty annoying. I think that's probably why this isn't a thing. So, let's just castle, and then maybe now I can revisit it. Wait, did my line make any sense? Because, oh, yeah, it made some sense. Yeah. Okay, so now the bishop's defended, so none of this can ever work, really. And I think this is still, like, I think this is like a book position, but any knowledge that I was pretending to have is petering out here. So h6 feels pretty natural. Queen a5 seems like it could be some idea. So I'm wondering if h6, bishop h4, if then my knight takes e4 idea works. I think it. I think maybe it doesn't. Yeah, I think it doesn't, because I think after I was looking at here, 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 take, 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 and I think in that position he can just move his bishop somewhere, like back to h4. I'm worried that my knight gets trapped, so I think that whole idea doesn't work. Now that's not to say that h6 isn't a move, but I'm a little worried about creating a hook over there that he could try to attack. So maybe playing on the queen side makes more sense. Can I play d5? Because that would be something, wouldn't it? That's the dream of every Sicilian player. If I'm not playing d5, then maybe like a6. Just keep all of his pieces from going to b5. I don't think I can play d5 because I think... Wait. I'm worried that this bishop hangs if like the knight and the queen are drawn away. Well, if everything is drawn away. I'm not sure that's actually true. Okay, I'm just gonna play a6 because I think there could be some tacticos if I play d5 right away. It looks a little shaky. Now he could take here, and then he leaves me with a bit of a choice, because if I take with the bishop, he can trade and then win a pawn on d6. And if I take with the pawn, then my king's safety is a little iffy. Somehow I'm feeling like when I did learn about the Rouser, that I learned that this can happen a lot, and that it's like, okay. I mean, admittedly, like, if he does that, I take with the G pawn. Okay, well, here we are. Like, he doesn't have a dark square bishop, so my king will ostensibly be okay on h8. Maybe I can use the G file for my rook, whereas now I don't really know what this rook's doing. On the other hand, if I take and allow this big trade, like, I'm down a pawn in an endgame, which is not great. Yeah, maybe I end up down more than a pawn, though. Because I was thinking about taking this, but then I was noticing that, like, if I trade, the c6 pawn is hanging too. So that seems a little awkward. I think I am just going to take. And I'm going to rely on my judgment that my king will actually be fine. Even though it looks like my king shouldn't be fine. Okay, probably f5 is, like, the scariest looking move there. I think f5... I think that's fine. I think that allows knight e5, and if he trades knights first, I'm also okay with that. Okay, I'm going to do this and sort of hold my nose and hope that it's okay. Okay, fair. I'm a little worried that he is like familiar with this position. What is that about? Perhaps he wants to play e5? If he had played e5 on the previous move, I could take, and if he takes, then I would pin his queen. So maybe something like that's what he's afraid of? d5 feels pretty natural. I gotta make sure that my light square bishop can contribute. Like d5, e5, f5, it looks like, hooray, I blocked everything up. But I'm worried my light square bishop is just gonna be a piece with no function. It's tough though. I mean, rook b8 makes a lot of sense. It just feels like I have to play very accurately. His attack can come kind of quickly. Okay, I think I do like d5. Maybe take an f5 is a good way for him to play. Could be. Okay. I'm pretty inclined to play f5 myself. Although that move looks like he's going to play g4. Maybe I don't want to help him do that. a5 makes so much sense because I can play bishop a6. Queen g3 check is looming, but I don't think that it's that big of a deal. King h8, rook g8. Let's just get ready for this guy. That was why I ultimately decided that accepting this structure would be okay, was that I thought my bishop could get active on this diagonal. Yeah, I mean, aren't I... Okay, no, I'm not quite trading light-scored bishops because you can play queen g3 check, as formerly mentioned. Yeah, I think now maybe I play f5 because he wants to play f5 and, like, do stuff to me here. Now if g4, like, I'm a little less scared because this rook already spent a move. And if he plays g4, then this resource isn't working. I'll get to trade this off like I wanted to. I mean, it's still quite scary. I'm not going to say that it's not scary. Why do I care about that check, though? Why don't I just play bishop a6, queen g3 check, king h8? Like, his queen's sort of in the way of his own attack there. I think I'm going to do that. That feels more better. Like, trading these is a strategic win for sure. Okay, so let's take the strategic win. Takes with the rook. Queen c7 lines up some stuff. A4 is always sort of enticing. Let's do queen c7. It feels useful. Connecting the rooks. I have some maybe ideas, like... I mean, putting pressure on the c file can't be bad. Like, if a4, a3 here, then, like, the knight's weakened. There's also some idea of bishop d6, bishop f4, which would win the game. And I'm assuming that knight b5, I just don't care. Okay, there is that tactic that I didn't see, clearly. Which I walked headfirst into. Okay, so probably I just lose. Sweet. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not taking... That position's way too bad. It's already pretty bad. I just totally missed that tactic. Yeah, that should have been on my radar. I mean, he was already lining it up. I think it's one of those where I was like, okay, rook takes, like, he's recapturing, but I didn't see that he had threat. He probably saw that from here, too. I didn't see it ever. Okay. Sometimes you hang a pawn. Yep, that's pretty fair. Well, I really can't go down another pawn, can I? Play rook a6. The move has shock value. Does it accomplish anything? I mean, it gives him an opportunity to blunder, but I think ultimately I'm going to have to play e5 anyway. So let's just get it out of the way. And now it's going to be really hard to not get mated over here, but that was already the case. Yeah, I don't think we can allow rook d7. That looks unallowable. I think maybe this rook might need to come to g8. Allowing him to trade into a queen ending if he wants, but you know, that could be tricky. Probably it's winning for him. Like, he's up a pawn, and this pawn's pretty useless. But maybe I can pull off some perpetual, some fork. Yeah, he's just playing keep up maximum pressure. Sadly. Okay. I suppose I will defend it. I'm sort of surprised he's not going for the king. Like, it feels to me like white should just be able to, you know, get some forced mate sequence or something. Like, okay, well, the back rank is suddenly unprotected. I don't really understand this move. I guess he's just defending this, which I don't think I'm ever really going to be able to attack, but... yeah, I don't know. Not easy. I guess let's trade a pair. I'm thinking about maybe queen c4, let him take this, but threaten the rook, threaten this check. I could also play rook c8 with fairly transparent threats. I mean, maybe it's good to do that first. Let the king kind of run away. I mean, this pawn might just get lost, in which case the game is lost, but... But, okay, let's just do this. I'd like it if I could force him to play c3, or force him, like, you know, commit a piece to defending this. Yeah, unfortunately that stops queen c4. I could try a4. Yeah, I don't know. I might even just play a3. If the guy lets me. Free up some pieces to move. Maybe queen c6. Okay, he checked me. I feel like I have to play king f8. I'm really worried. Like, if I go here, he's going to put pressure on this. Well, he can't really do that because this mate's hanging. Oh, he's just going to take the pawn. That's also true. Yeah, then he'll be, like, threatening this. Yeah, it's all true. I admit that it is all true. Okay, I'm going king f8. Okay, he checks me first. Fair enough. Draw agreed. I'll take a draw. Dang. There. Yeah, I can't do nothing. Okay, random move. Yeah, that one I didn't think that I minded too much. I mean, I clearly I mind it. Like, clearly it's not good. But let's go here. Make him start thinking about some checks. Like, he wants to go here, which is probably winning. Like, definitely winning. But, you know, maybe I can check him a few times. That'll teach him. I mean, I basically can't trade down anymore because these pawns are just like those will win. Those pawns will win, 100%. I should get back a pawn here in any case. I mean, if he goes up, like, can I just check him? Is he going to be able to escape the checks? So he might have to go back and just cede this pawn. Cheat detected. Black is victorious. I've never gotten that before. I mean, like, it's happened before, but not since they, like, instituted... Like, it used to just say, like, game over, like, white resigns. But it says cheat detected. I wonder if I can, like, show you guys. I mean, I can. I gotta figure out the best way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, it says cheat detected. I win. All right. And the guy's name is Fair Chess. I even quipped at the beginning, like, he won't cheat because his name's Fair Chess. And then cheat detected. Okay, well, I'll take it. Win's a win. I really needed that win, too. Dang. That was funny. Oh, that was too good. All right, let's quickly, like, I don't know. Man, I never would have thought that it was a cheat, too. Like, if we go back to this, like, looking at the graph, like, you know, we're kind of just all over the place. So I wonder what specifically happened there that you know, tipped them off like, oh, he's cheating. um okay, so I guess I'll try to learn some opening stuff. All of this, yeah, everything was top. Oh, apparently here a6 is more common than bishop e7. Whatever. Yeah, they like to take. Taking makes some sense. Okay. Yeah. Says everything's fine. It even likes black here. And it says rook b8 or king h8. So it doesn't like this. I mean, rook b8 was on my radar. I was just worried, like... I mean, I thought his attack was going to come pretty quickly. And I was worried that this isn't actually creating anything concrete. So if this isn't creating anything concrete, and it's not defending against his attack, then it felt like it could be a waste of time. I mean, that said, I guess it creates more of a threat than this. I just wanted to trade bishops, you know. That's all I was after. But it says that's a blunder. Yeah, and then obviously I just missed this tactic. The tactic isn't even best. It says f5, which I was worried about, like, for a lot of time during the game. Yeah, it wants to just take, but I mean, like, I knew that position's, like, this is just too bad. Oh, wait, that's not what it wanted to do. What did it want? Wait. Queen takes f4 check. Ah. I didn't consider that. Okay, that does make more sense. Yep, and he's winning. It says that's bad. I should take the rook. And I did. I'm like almost in the game now. And okay, so my queen c4 idea was actually good. And then I played rook. Yeah, okay, so this was good. Like rook c8. And then here... Yeah, I just didn't see a4 as just walking into this fork. I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. So I did fight back a little bit. And then... Yeah, so I was actually right. Like, it says king d2, and black's better. Because, like, we're taking this pawn, and I don't see where the king... Like, I don't see how the king is ever... Because the king can't cross this, and he could never block with anything, right? So how is he getting out of checks? I mean, I don't think he is. I think, you know... I mean, he can run back here and block with the rook, but I was able to steal the pawn, and I might even get this pawn. So he actually had to play, in the final position, he had to play rook d1, and he's still winning, which is not shocking at all. For some reason, I never for a second saw that I could take h2. I was only looking at taking g2. It says taking with h2 is actually decently better. But, okay, whatever. Okay, well, this game was fun because I liked the way it ended. I thought that was funny. And I like that the guy's name is Fair Chess and he cheated. That was, yeah. The irony just, you know... delicious. But okay, thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Bye.